Tonight on Jay Leno's Garage. I can't think of a better way to start a show about versatility than by introducing one of the most versatile guys working in Hollywood to one of the most highly anticipated SUV releases of all time.
Jay, God, we've been walking for hours.
I know.
I know, but you said you picked me up at the hotel. I mean, I figured it'd be a car or something.
Well, no, I said I'd meet you at the hotel and we'd walk out there. I mean, what is it? It's 52 miles. It's not that bad.
This is crazy. What are we doing?
This is going to be worth it. Come here, I'll show you. When I call Kevin Bacon versatile, I mean it. When he's not acting in everything from hit movies like Footloose to hit TV shows like City on a Hill, he's rocking out with his band, the Bacon Brothers. And supposedly, there's only 6 degrees of separation between Kevin and everybody else on the planet. That's not too bad, Kevin.
Whoa.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
This is the new Bronco. You're the first. You're going to be the first person to drive it.
Oh, my God.
2021, 6-cylinder, 2.7-liter, 250 horse, 10-speed automatic transmission. This has got the Sasquatch package, which sounds hilarious.
What is that?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Kevin, because the Sasquatch package is the ultimate off-roading upgrade that includes position-sensitive Bilstein shocks, locking front and rear axles, and a shorter final drive ratio that provides more power on rough terrain. Oh, and those massive 35-inch tires, those are big feet, if you get my drift.
Wow, and that's a pretty sweet color, too. I like that.
It is a nice color, isn't it? Well, you've got an early Bronco, right?
Listen, it was a pandemic purchase. I got a '69 Bronco. It's got no ceiling, no doors, no windows.
3 on the tree?
3 on a tree, but I'd never had a 3 on a tree, and thank God for YouTube. I literally went on to figure out how to shift this thing. The guy dropped it off. He dropped it off in the driveway, and I said, listen, honey, this is a little embarrassing, but do you know which is reverse and which is forward?
But the difference between that and this, I mean, that is so pedestrian, for lack of a better word. This is a step up, my friend.
This is a little bit of a step up,
Oh, yeah, you've got disc brakes, you got every conceivable option.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, and you're going to be the actual first person to drive it.
Who, me?
That's right.
Little old me?
That's right, that's right. You want to take them for a ride?
Absolutely.
I've got a Ranger Tremor. These are both 2021, and we'll talk car to car.
All right.
Yeah, start it up.
All right.
The all-new Ford Bronco is pretty impressive, but the 2021 Ford Ranger Tremor Edition is not too shabby either. Its 2.3-liter 4-cylinder engine can pump out 240 horsepower and tow up to 7,500 pounds. Plus, like the Bronco, it comes complete with Ford's Trail Toolbox that includes trail driving cruise control, trail turn assist, and a rock crawl mode that helps get you over just about any obstacle. So, Kev, tell me the impressions, the biggest change from your Bronco.
I mean, suspension-wise, it's so much smoother. This car, it handles great.
So what was your first vehicle when you got your license?
My first vehicle was a '77 Toyota Corolla. But I gotta tell you, man, that thing always started. I mean, it was just remarkable. And the other thing about it was that Cura didn't know how to drive a standard. It has the world's most forgiving clutch.
Right.
And so it was the world's best car to learn on. First off, if your marriage can survive teaching somebody how to drive a stick, then that's, pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You're really taking me on some off-roading here, buddy.
This is off-roading, pal.
This is the real deal. And this vehicle is definitely handling it.
Now, is there any midlife crisis car you never had that boy, one day I want to have one of those?
I've had kind of boring, as you know, dad cars over the years. Station wagons, Volvos, Pathfinders. I did have a '61 Austin Healey Bug-Eye Sprite.
Oh, very nice. Excellent.
Yes, in British Racing Green. And it was really, really fun to drive. Doing all that kind of like double clutch stuff, and,
As I mentioned, I'm driving a Ford Tremor, which, of course, and you did the movie. How many of those Tremor movies did they do?
I only did one. Then they came to me to do a sequel, and it was going to be direct to video.
Right.
And back in those days, having a movie that went straight to video, that meant that, your your career was almost over.
Sure,
So
sure.
I turned down the sequel, and they've made, I think, 7, 8, 9, I don't know. They just keep making them.
Did you ever have to do any stunt driving for a film?
You know, I always say, if I'm doing it, it's not a stunt.
Yes.
Tell you, I didn't grow up learning how to drive a stick shift, and I got onto the set of Diner, and I didn't know how to drive a stick shift. And the first shot was me having to pull out of a spot on an incline. It was a disaster. Daniel Stern is in the car with me, and he's cracking up, and he does a little improv where he goes, yeah, go ahead. Any forward gear will do.
Yes.
That movie was where I learned to drive a stick shift.
You've been on the Tonight Show just about more than anybody. We did 23, and I like the fact that even though you're a big star, you're a working actor, and you work all the time. You know, the English do that. That's why Michael Caine is a good friend of mine, and Michael works all the time.
Yeah, unlike Michael, I really do love acting.
Right.
We're actually on the set, and I'm doing what it is that I was born to do. It's so much fun. I'm back in my, sweet spot.
Well, Kev, I want to thank you for coming on. This is kind of like the Tonight Show with moving couches.
Yes, it is. Thanks for letting me take this thing for a spin.
Well, the good news is Kevin loved the new Bronco. The bad news, I have absolutely no idea where we are. While we figure that out, take a look at this. Mark Cuban, this is your automotive life.
Welcome to the episode of This Is Your Automotive Life. Today, Mr. Mark Cuban. Mark, how are you? Good to see you.
Great, Jay. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for being had. We appreciate that, yeah.
I sure hope Mark appreciates the life he's had so far, because it's definitely been a great one. The secret to his success?
I don't know. I have no clue, and I'm okay with that.
Let me take this one, Mark. As a businessman turned billionaire, when he isn't busy as the majority owner of the Dallas Mavericks, Mark's juggling his time running his bajillion other businesses and sinking his teeth into even more money-making ventures on ABC's hit show, Shark Tank.
You've had an exciting life and an exciting career.
Yeah, it's been a fun run so far, and hopefully it's just getting started.
And you did a lot of it on 4 wheels.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I've got a great history with cars.
That's why we're here today.
Yep.
I've picked some cars that I think played an integral part in your automotive life and successes and failures. See if you can guess which are which.
Okay.
Ready to go for the first one?
Let's go.
All right, let's blow the horn.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
The horn didn't work.
Does not work.
Oh, okay.
That was definitely my car. You found it.
Okay, well, the horn doesn't work in that one. Well, this is the thing about doing really cheap television.
It
You have
definitely
no
was my
idea until
car.
you're actually on the air. I'll tell you what, let's start it up and see if the engine sounds bring back any memories.
First of all, that's far better tuned than any car I've ever owned.
Really?
Yes, and I'm guessing maybe a Dodge Dart, one of my early junkers.
No.
The Capri, maybe?
Capri. Is that your choice?
Yeah.
You think it's a Capri? Let's open
find
the
it.
door and see what we got. Let's see what it is. What year was your Capri? Do you remember?
72, maybe? 73? Oh, look at that baby.
It's a 73 Capri.
Oh, my God.
Marketed overseas, it's a car you always promise yourself. The Mercury Capri, kind of a miniature Mustang, enjoyed some popularity on this side of the pond, too, thanks to its sporty two-door look and its sturdy 2.6-liter V6 engine. Believe it or not, in 1972, the Capri became the first American marketed car sold by Ford with the V6 engine. And it even had a brief stint on the NASCAR Dash Series.
Oh, my God. So the story behind this, and it's a manual, right?
Right.
Stick shift, right? So I'd never driven a stick shift before, and I got it in college.
Right.
I think it was a junior at Indiana. I could barely afford it. They put me on a payment plan, and 2 things happened. I had to teach myself how to drive a stick while I was driving, which was ugly as can be. It was a
Right.
snowy day. And then, like 2 weeks later, I had it in the parking lot of my apartment complex at school. I came out, and the whole front left side was smushed. And I was like, nobody had hit me, right? Somebody, and I'll never forget, the people who were plowing the snow, had plowed some of the snow, and it really wasn't a front quarter panel, whatever they call it, right? It was just all putty.